What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Now, as you guys all know, we're in the middle of this corona apocalypse, and that really sucks. But anyway, so a few days ago I stumbled across this video on YouTube from a girl called Nina Wang, who basically posted a video about her final grades at MIT with this little sort of like ghost emoji. It looks like the Scream from like that painting with like his hands like that. Anyway, I didn't actually watch the video. Hope she did well. MIT is a tough school. But since I haven't opened any of my finals, mostly out of fear, and I'm pretty bored being stuck at home, I thought, let's do the same thing. Also, because I posted a lot of content on this channel where I give you guys advice about CS and about college and stuff like that. So I figured I should be pretty transparent about my grades. And so I'm not like one of those like the internet like money making gurus you guys see on like YouTube ads, but like in a college academic sense. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Now, about 2 months ago, I posted a video called What Computer Science is Like in College, where I went over my schedule, classes I'm taking, advice, all that good stuff. And in that video, if you guys want to check it out, I'll have it linked below in the description. I give a pretty in-depth kind of view into classes I'm taking and the coursework I'm doing. And this video, we're gonna see how well I did in those classes. So for the first class, just pick a random one. Hey Siri, pick a number between 0 and 2. 2, okay. Wait, what do I match the number with to the class? Okay, let's just say class 0 being my earliest class of the day, class 2 being my last class of the day. Hey Siri, pick a number between 0 and 2. All right, 1. So middle class is computer systems and assembly language. And yeah, we cannot start off with that class. Let's start off with the first class of the day and work our way till the end. All right, so my first class of the day was Intro to Computer Graphics, that's CSC 160, and I had a ton of fun in that class. Learned about 2D, 3D, projections, rendering, transformations, modeling, matrices, shading, algorithms. I also had a lab as well, so the class ended up being 7 units total, so it was a big one. I also love the professor, James Davis. He taught really well. Actually, one of the only classes where I went to every single lecture, which if you guys know me, I have a bad habit of skipping lectures. Class would start in 20 minutes, but I don't really feel like doing that now. And I actually have class at 4. So I want to go to kickboxing and my last class started about 45 minutes ago. He also ran the class like a democracy. So if more than half the class wanted a lab extension or wanted a curve on a quiz or something like that, he would just give it to us because he's pretty reasonable like that, which is pretty rare to find in the CS department. And I also know that he curved the final a good amount because there were a ton of strikes on campus and the whole coronavirus epidemic going around. So I want to see how well I did. I think like if it was a good curve on there, like I should be like smooth sailing on this one. Okay, so here we are, first final, and drum roll please, we got a 76. Wow, this is bad. I don't know if I can end with an A now. I think the final was worth at least like 20% of our grade. Okay, so the final was only 15%. So my final grade for the class is an A. Just made the cutoff, 93.38%. All right, I will take it. I will take it. Final was definitely pretty rough for me, but I had an A on everything else that made up for it, and we got first class is an A. Now next up, we have the bad one. This is computer systems and assembly language, and the amount of pain this class caused me this quarter. So first off, let me just say this is the big weeder class for CS and CE students. Every quarter of every year, our school's Reddit page blows up with people complaining about the class, how difficult it is, how it's not fair, which is kind of true. The class did seem a little unnecessarily hard for just no good reason at all. But the most notorious thing this class is known for is the line, I got an F in CE 12. That's because 15-20% of the class gets flagged for cheating, and they don't tell you that until the end of the quarter. So you'll have your grade in your Canvas portal, which is be like an A, a B, C, but in your My UCSC, where your grades are officially submitted, you'll have an F. And 15-20% is crazy. That's like 1 out of 5 kids fail the class for cheating. By the way, guys, when I say cheating, what I mean is almost every professor at every school is gonna run your code through something called MOS, which stands for Measure of Software Similarity, and was built by a couple guys at a stand. Pretty much what that does is take your code, everyone else's code, and compares it together. And it'll say these two people match 50%, people match 20%, 30, 10. The average person will match like 2 to 3% with their neighbor. But this program's like pretty hard to fool, and it will catch you if you're cheating with other people. You can't just use like simple if statements or change variable names. And the professors also sometimes throw in code off the internet from GitHub and Stack Overflow, and maybe sometimes stuff submitted from previous quarters or semesters if you're fancy. So I bet you guys all are wondering, did I cheat in this class? No, I didn't cheat, I promise. This upcoming summer, I'm interning at AMD, where I'm gonna be working specifically with computer architecture and assembly language. So to cheat in this class would mean I wouldn't prepare for that internship, and cheating is just morally wrong. So anyway, how did I do on the final exam? Let's find out. This one's actually gonna be bad though. I was having a really rough day when I took this. My head was out of place. I was tired. It's gonna be bad. Okay, and it was a 30.5 out of 50. Damn, 61%. Okay, that's bad. That's bad that I did not pass the final. I'll say it doesn't really represent how much I learned from the class. It's just one bad day, one bad test, but whatever, live and learn. And this final is worth 25% of my grade, maybe 30. So my final grade for the class is a B-. All right, I'll take it. Could be better. So it's also in the my UCSC portal, so that means I did not get caught for cheating, in case you guys are wondering. Not that I did cheat in the first place. I'm also taking a computer architecture course next quarter, so hopefully I'll do a lot better in that one. And you know what they say.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Okay, now my last class was comparative programming languages. That's CSC 112. And looking back, this has to be the most useless class I've ever taken. I don't think I've learned a single thing in this class I can take and use to move forward in my career with, besides maybe how to deal with mounting anxiety and unnecessary stress. Okay, so in that class, you had 2 weeks to learn a programming language and write a somewhat complex programming program with it. And what you guys are thinking, right? Oh, I learned Python in 2 days. How hard could it be? Well, this is in freshman year. We're not printing Hello World. We had to learn Scheme, OCaml, Smalltalk, Perl, and Prolog. And most of these languages are probably older than your parents. And just for reference, here's the code how to reverse a string or an array in Smalltalk and how to reverse an array in JavaScript. Anyway, I do say the professor was pretty great though. He would respond to your Piazza post immediately, within 5 minutes with a long paragraph detailed description, which really helped clear up a lot of bugs and stuff we ran into when we were coding these things. And let's see how I did. Final exam score is where is it? Is an A. All right, finally, one good final grade. So my overall grade for the class is an A-, and we ended on a good note. Okay, so winter quarter, we ended with a 3.44 GPA. Not terrible, but always shoot for the stars. And that does unfortunately drop my overall GPA down to a 3.52, which again, isn't terrible, but I just wish it was better. Actually, I think that's pretty good considering all the stuff that happened on campus this quarter. Anyway, thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I will see all you guys next week for the next video.